All right, let's get right into it. We're going to take a trip, figuratively of course, to one of the world's longevity hotspots, Okinawa, Japan. We're here to uncover a surprisingly simple habit that could totally change our health. And no, it's not some secret diet or a crazy exercise plan. It's all about timing.
Just let that sink in for a second. Two huge health issues that so many of us deal with are practically a non-issue for them at night. So what on earth are they doing differently? That's the mystery we're going to solve. And believe me, it all boils down to a habit that most of us in the West don't even think twice about.
And this leads us to what you could call the Okinawan paradox. Because what they do, and maybe more importantly, when they do it, really flies in the face of a lot of our modern ideas about health and wellness.
You know, we spend so much energy obsessing over the what. Calories, carbs, protein, you name it. But what the Okinawans show us is that the when could be just as important, maybe even more so for our long-term health. The time you eat can completely transform how your body uses that food and what it does while you sleep. Now, to really get their secret, we've got to look at one of our own habits first, a really common one. And, well, let's just say the way it's described is pretty dramatic. I know, that sounds a little intense, right? A silent killer? But here's the thinking behind it. When you eat right before bed, you're basically forcing your body to pull a double shift. Instead of shutting down and repairing itself, it's stuck working overtime on digestion. And that messes up all the critical maintenance work that's supposed to happen overnight. Okay, so let's paint a picture of two different evenings. In the West, it might look like this. Dinner's at 9 p.m., you're in bed by 11. Your body is right in the middle of heavy-duty digestion when the lights go out. Now compare that to the Okinawan habit. Dinner's done by 6 p.m., bedtime is around 10. You see that gap? That space is everything. It shifts the body's entire focus from digestion to repair.
And here's the science behind why that gap is so important. As you get ready for sleep, your core body temperature naturally starts to drop. That's the signal for your body to slow everything down. But that also means digestion becomes way less efficient. So if you've just had a big meal, your body has to pump energy into this slow, struggling digestive process, basically stealing that precious energy away from all the essential repair and cleanup jobs.
So, if eating late at night is the problem, what's the fix? Well, this gets us to the heart of it, the big secret, which is something called the golden dinner window.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It has nothing to do with a specific food or some magic pill. It's just a window of time, a window that lets your body work the way it was designed to. So what is it?
And there it is. The number is 12. The big secret is just making sure there are at least 12 hours between your last bite of food at night and your first bite the next morning. It's that simple. You finish dinner at 7 p.m., you don't eat again until 7 a.m. at the earliest. That simple 12-hour break, that's the golden window.
So why is this 12-hour window so powerful? It all comes down to this incredible process called autophagy. The best way to think about it is like your body's internal cleaning crew. When your body isn't busy digesting food, it can finally go around and clear out all the old, damaged, junky cells to make room for new, healthy ones. And fasting is literally the switch that turns this whole cleaning process on. Okay, so we've got the science down, but how do we actually do this? How do we flip the switch on our own internal longevity clock? Honestly, it really is this straightforward. Step 1, finish your last meal of the day. Step 2, start a mental or even a literal 12-hour timer. And step 3, just let your body do its thing. You go to bed, you rest, and you know you've given it the time and space it needs to repair and rejuvenate itself. All right, let's just boil this all down one more time. The big goal here is to stop eating about 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to sleep. That's what creates that golden window. It lets your body finish up digestion before you lie down, which then frees it up to focus on repair all night long. And, most importantly, that's what kicks that amazing self-cleaning process, autophagy, into high gear. So look, the main takeaway here isn't about restriction. It's about rhythm. It's about giving your body a clear schedule, a time to eat and a time to heal. When you respect that natural cycle, you're giving your body the uninterrupted time it needs to do its most critical long-term maintenance. And all of this leaves us with a pretty fascinating question, doesn't it? The Okinawa window shows us how a tiny, almost invisible change in our routine can have a massive positive impact. It really makes you wonder what other silent killers might be hiding in plain sight in our own daily lives.